I'm a horny stud. Open up and let me in. I want to rape you until you split in two.
No, cut!
What's up, Vault Dwellers? Dan here, and welcome back to Exploitation Cinema. Hey, we're at episode 3 already, and we are gonna go professional tonight. And I'm talking working girls. Yes, both meanings are true here.
Okay, mister. You wanted to do it? Let's do it. Only one thing. This better be good.
That joke will carry through this entire episode, and I'm not even gonna apologize for it. We're gonna talk about stewardesses, nurses,
Surprise.
Peter.
some teachers,
And the minute you walked in here, you have tried to make things difficult for me. Why?
Well, Miss Carter, let's just say I have what the shrinks call a negative response to authority.
a few Pentagon secretaries,
I'll tell you what. Make it a martini with alcohol.
I'll be right back.
vice cops in fishnets, and even 3 women running a lunch wagon.
I kind of like Larry, though. Larry, that's that guy that ate the 7 macho burgers, right? What a pig. I wasn't counting. I was dreaming.
Every single one of these women got up in the morning, put on a uniform, and then immediately the script lost interest in their actual jobs and asked them to take that uniform back off. This is 10 films ranked by what worked, what didn't, and which ones I would still throw on tonight if USA Up All Night somehow came back. All right, let's get into it.
Can you dig it? Can you dig it? Can you dig it?
We're getting started at number 10 with Cheerleaders Wild Weekend, which is also known as the Great American Girl Robbery, and it's even known as Bus 17 is Missing, because nobody on the marketing side could agree what kind of movie this was supposed to be.
Mother.
But you know what? If you look at that VHS cover, you're going to see 3 California cheerleaders in miniskirts, some pom-poms, full school spirit, and just ready to root for the home team. You know, that sounds like a goofy summer camp sex comedy, right? That's what the marketing told you to expect. Well, the marketing lied. This thing is actually dark. You have 3 squads on a road trip who get hijacked by a couple of washed-up ex-football players, and the movie
What's the problem, officer?
Nothing serious, man.
immediately turns into a hostage picture that just completely forgets it was supposed to be a sex comedy.
Okay, now I want you all to take your shoes and socks off.
Nobody is cheering in this thing. Nobody is going all the way, except in the wrong direction. The only sequence that remembers what genre this was supposed to be is the bit where the squads team up and braid their underwear into a rope to trip a kidnapper. And it mean at least somebody on the writing staff had the right instincts, but nobody really listened to that person. This is number 10 because the genre has an unwritten contract. You show pom-poms on the box, you deliver pom-poms on the screen. Cheerleaders Wild Weekend benched the whole starting lineup and sent me home without any highlights. Number 9 is The Stewardesses, and I want to acknowledge that this film's own promotional material includes the tagline, "Your seat bottom cushion isn't the only thing that can be used," as a flotation device. Obviously, they knew. They absolutely knew. This one is the 3D one. In 1969, somebody figured out that if you shot a sleazy stewardess movie in 3 dimensions, dirty raincoat audiences would line up around the block to put on some cardboard glasses. They were actually correct.
Will you go with me?
Sure, I'll go with you.
It'll take a couple of days to get the boat ready.
I'm a good cook.
You are? I'll make a sailor out of you.
This is one of the highest grossing 3D pictures of its time on a budget that was roughly the cost of a used Pinto. The plot, which is kind of an oxymoron here, follows 7 or 8 stewardesses on a Los Angeles layover. One of them drops acid and the film just goes full psychedelic nightmare. 1 or 2 of them bring home soldiers and sailors.
Are you trying to tell me that astrology is responsible for this?
Tells me we have a good start.
Stu went through.
And there's another one that goes to a nightclub and never comes back. There's even one that eventually has a dark backstory that the movie just suddenly remembers in the final 10 minutes. And of course, there is this one dude who has a very long montage with like all of the stewardesses. Nothing in this movie connects. And really, nothing is supposed to connect. The whole thing is just an excuse to get that camera close to things and just lean in. On a proper screen in 3D, this 3D was apparently incredible to watch. But in reality, this movie is hot garbage. It's number 9 because if you could not find a 3D screening, you were just watching a plotless nudie with cardboard glasses on. And most of you, like me, watched it on a flat screen.
Kathy Harris, Tina Andrews, and Samantha Howard. This is Joe Peters thanking you for flying SGA.
Okay, big boy. Let's see if you can really do it.
All right, soldiers, at number 8, we've got Basic Training, which was also released as Up the Military, which is either a complete accident or the bravest double entendre in Playboy Enterprises' entire catalog.
When you're ready to finish this letter, I'll be outside.
Ann Dusenberry plays Melinda. She's a fresh-faced idealist who moves to Washington, and she's got some big dreams of changing the world. She lands a secretarial job at the Pentagon and discovers within about 90 seconds that the Pentagon is run entirely on flirting and adult fun time. On day 1, she essentially discovers that every officer in the building is standing at attention for exactly one reason. And it has nothing to do with national security.
Wait, that's disgraceful. Let's get some work done.
Well, okay.
So Melinda, she does what any clever exploitation heroine does. She figures out how to weaponize it. she flirts her way up.
I have some confidential material for you.
You do?
Mm-hmm.
How did you know?
She seduces her way to the top.
Are you there? Yes, Lieutenant. Oh, you've got to help me. They're doing such terrible things to me. Oh, they're violating me.
No, don't let them.
I can't help it.
I mean, the movie is a full-length education on how to make Cold War defense policy by leaning suggestively over a desk.
What?
I said sit down.
This was produced by Playboy, which means the nudity quota gets hit on schedule and the lighting is suspiciously soft. Walter Gotow, who played the Soviet general in multiple Bond films, shows up as a Russian general with the exact same agenda as everyone else.
I'm proposing to you. Prepare to end the Cold War for you.
Now you're teasing me. That's hardly fair.
I'm being serious. Come to Bermuda with me tonight, and maybe we get rid of those silly-dilly missiles in Europe.
And of course, Melinda handles him.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, what are you doing?
I'm going home.
This is number 8 because Dusenberry earns every rank she takes, and the movie commits to its own bit all the way through.
Yes, I could give you money, diamonds, yachts, carpets, anything. Let's do it, my darling.
All right, but let's do it in the pool.
Maybe we can work something out. How much is it worth to you?
Are you crazy? I don't have any money.
You do have certain negotiable properties, shall we say? Okay, let's go.
For those needing medical attention, we've got number 7 and candy-striped nurses. The uniform is half the movie. Those peppermint-striped dresses, the white apron, and that little cap.
Looks like your friend in 317 is bored again.
Really? Oh, poor kid. I'll go see what he wants.
Roger Corman, he understood that the candy striper costume was already doing like 50% of the heavy lifting before a single frame roll.
Just what is that supposed to mean?
I mean, I want you to scratch my back. I'm injured. I can't reach it.
Okay, where?
Right here.
Mm-hmm. Just as I figured. You can reach it yourself, so why don't you scratch it?
Because you're prettier.
And he built the remaining 50% around finding creative medical reasons to take it off.
Who are you? Bill Stern, sir. Pleased to meet you.
Then you're...
Of course. What else?
This was the 5th and final Corman nurse film, and the director has publicly stated that he killed the series with this one. Having sat through it, I completely believe him.
Go of me, you're hurting.
Bet you aren't going anywhere till I say so. Listen here, girl. No one walks out, no one bowls, no one!
You have 3 high school age volunteers in those iconic uniforms who work shifts at the hospital. Mostly so the script can put them in those uniforms, take them out of those uniforms, and put them back into them so they can take them off again over the course of like 90 minutes. One falls for a basketball player who is just a complete disaster as a human being.
Are you doing this to me? Stop that!
Another tries to seduce a British rock star who looks disturbingly like Frank Zappa.
Have you finished?
Now, what is the matter with you? Don't you ever get turned on?
It's too much trouble.
And there's one who falls for a wrongly accused robber because even a sex comedy needs a courtroom subplot, apparently.
Hey, what's that?
It's to keep me from falling out of bed. I toss in my sleep a lot.
Wait a minute. I heard about you. You're the guy who took up the gas station. Excuse me.
In case you're interested, I'm innocent.
Sure, and I'm Jackie Onassis. Drop by the yacht sometime.
The whole thing shuffles between storylines like a doctor, just too overbooked to give any patient a proper examination. Candace is the only one here with a real bedside manner, and she is coming back at number 3 in much better material. This is number 7 because the uniform is the entire excuse. Yet, the excuse still works.
Okay, mister. You wanted to do it? Let's do it. Only one thing. This better be good. What's the matter? Having trouble? Romance going out of it?
If you like your nurses a little bit older, at number 6 we have night call nurses. And the actual poster tagline for this film is, "It's always harder at night." That's actually on the poster. Anyways, this is the third entry in the Corman Nurse series, and this one has a Dick Miller cameo.
Oh, could you please give me a hand? Oh, thank you so much. I don't know how in the world this happened. I am so clumsy.
Oh, don't worry about it. We'll have it picked up here in a couple of minutes.
And a cross-dressing nurse stalker who carries a meat-cleaver, which is 2 more interesting choices than most of the other nurse pictures bother to make.
Haven't you always taught me that no man's life could be allowed to be drained out of him as long as we can help it?
All right. But you assist me.
The story in this one is about 3 nurses on a psych ward night shift. One falls for a trucker who's hopped up on speed.
I left her. I've got to get back to her.
Kyle, your rig's all right. You left it on the highway. It's in the garage. Kyle, what are you on?
I'm on a combo of laugher, criers, and sidewinds.
One falls for a militant who's breaking out of the hospital.
He's just worried about how you are.
Alive. That's a lot for me.
They say you tried to kill yourself.
Ain't no way, Mama.
And another one joins a sex-positive group therapy circle to overcome her inhibitions.
Yes.
Don't you approve of what's going on here?
Yes, I approve.
Just what, Barbara?
I just don't feel like talking, that's all.
Cop out.
Which, in the 70s, is a way of saying she's going to spend the third act mostly without clothing on.
Maybe if we went someplace else. Someplace where I felt more comfortable. More at home.
Like your home, for example?
Then a stalker shows up to murder them all, because 3 subplots is just not enough. We totally need a 4th. This is number 6 because the cross-dressing meat-cleaver stalker earns that rank all by itself. Oh, and because it is always harder at night.
Sherri, what the hell is wrong with you? All those responsible for the death of Thomas Rienhauer must die. Must die.
I promise, this is our last nurse video. So at number 5, we have Nurse Sherri. This is an Al Adamson movie.
Rise!
He's like the schlockmeister extraordinaire, and he looked at The Exorcist. He had a shoestring budget, and he decided what The Exorcist really needed was a possessed nurse.
What?
Your spirits shall reside with me.
And an animated green ghost. Yeah, you actually heard that correctly. So here's the sequence that makes the whole movie. A desert cult leader has a heart attack mid-ritual, and he dies on the nurse's table. And his vengeful spirit takes the form of a glowing green cloud. This cloud floats into Nurse Sherri's bedroom and takes possession of her, which, by the way, takes like 10 minutes and is one of the weirdest, most psychedelic low-budget ghost effects I have ever seen. And you know she's possessed because you can see floaty ghost eyes on her, and her voice drops like 2 octaves into like a man's growl. Sherri then proceeds to go on a killing spree. We get some pitchfork impalements, whole bunch of stabbings,
Dr. Brown.
and the grand finale has her standing in a pool of blood, holding a meat cleaver in each hand. Which, if you're keeping track, is the second meat cleaver killer on this list, and we're only at number 5. There are 2 versions of this movie, by the way. The tame version is the possession picture. The saucier cut adds a lesbian fantasy and a scene where a nurse provides oral relief to a doctor mid-lecture. You should probably find that version.
Well, let's see if we can't get a rise out of your thermometer.
Number 5, because nobody else was brave enough to bill a nursing drama as a possession horror. And Adamson totally did. Alright, at number 4, we're going to take off in the air to the movie Fly Me, which is about 3 stewardesses flying to Hong Kong.
That's not tea. It's good. It's real good. Oh, gosh. Oh, I'm so sorry, sir.
That's my daughter.
I can do it.
And one of them has secret kung fu training, and none of them have any boundaries. This film opens with the lead, Pat Anderson, who is going from the beach straight to the airport. She climbs into the back of a taxi and then proceeds to strip completely naked to change into her uniform, while the cab driver, driven by our favorite Dick Miller, who does his best to keep the car between the lines while adjusting the mirror.
Shit.
And that's the cold opening. The movie has not even started yet, and yet it has already demonstrated more commitment to its premise than half the films on this list.
Look out!
So what follows is the wildest stewardess movie I have ever sat through.
2, 3. Come on now. Got a good chance. Here you go. You almost got me.
Lenora Kasdorf gets jumped by kung fu thugs on a Hong Kong street and beats their ass. A blind assassin fires poison darts from a hollow cane. You even get a stewardess who gets kidnapped by a prostitution ring that is disguised as a charter tour company.
Side business. Call it a rental service. Girls.
Fucker.
And another one has this meddling mother who just keeps showing up to torpedo her sex life, which is not the kind of in-flight turbulence anyone budgeted for.
Stop moping. The world is full of men. The more you know, the more you have to choose from. Look at Mama. She chose the best in Papa.
This film mashes airline sleaze with Hong Kong martial arts in just 70 minutes flat. I mean, okay, the kung fu is kind of mild and the acting is just incredibly spotty. But this movie is just having so much fun being 3 different movies at once, and you're just gonna love it for the swing alone. It's number 4 because nobody else has ever attempted a kung fu stewardess film. And I just respect that courage.
I never posed for that. My honor. I see how you forgive people, you lousy, insensitive, sneaky broad.
Funny idea.
Change that to bitch.
Oh, really?
All right, for all you bad students, at number 3, we've got summer school teachers. And this has 3 young women who leave Iowa for a California summer, and they take teaching jobs at an LA high school. And this school turns out to be the kind of place where the students, they're all in their mid-20s, and the female PE class is filmed entirely from the waist down. And the definition of extra credit, it's extremely generous.
Teacher, but I'm still not to be trusted.
Would you die if I kissed you? You're strange.
Thank you.
Candace, returning from candy striper duty from earlier in the list, is now in much better material.
That's right, higher!
Don't move. More damage is done after an accident. Just don't move.
She plays a teacher who decides to start a girls' football team against the wishes of the sexist male coach, who is played by Dick Miller.
Girls here play tennis in the summer. That's the way it's always been. So I took the summer allotment, and I bought tennis balls, and I got those rackets restrung. That's the way it's always been.
Dick Miller in this part is absolutely great. Actually, Dick Miller in any part is actually great.
Well, I ain't gonna show you my trophies.
Sam, you old pussycat.
The other teachers, they're a bit busy. One is conducting a very hands-on relationship with a delinquent student. You know, the kind of one-on-one tutoring that ends careers.
Why do you care? Why?
There's an art teacher who accidentally becomes a nude model in a progressive photo shoot that spirals well outside anything in her lesson plan.
A scandal like this before, and we're not about to start now.
But
students' minds here are sponges, and we are responsible for what gets absorbed.
But
the least we can expect from our staff is to conduct themselves in a moral, respectful manner. But what?
But I didn't know anything about that.
The female director, Barbara Peters, was actually trying to say something about women breaking into male-dominated spaces with this movie.
I thought you Bohemians were big on intellect.
You mean hippie, or are you from Czechoslovakia?
Iowa.
Well, that explains the problem.
And she snuck that in between the studio-mandated TNA. It doesn't quite land as a feminist statement, but it absolutely lands as a movie. This is number 3 because a girls' football team is more story than you usually get out of these films.
Oh, excuse us. Excuse yourself, honey. It's this hunky John that stepped on me.
Well, actually, it's John's with an S.
S as in sucker?
I know that smart-ass little whore from someplace.
Everything! I found this! Another one of your fucking watches! Jesus Christ! You asshole! I had it right in the palm of my hands! A fucking diamond! For 50 grand, and what do? You throw it in the trash! I can't help it! I should have never left my job as a movie critic!
Alright, if you're still here, you must be hungry for more, so let's talk about Lunch Wagon at number 2. And it's about 3 gorgeous women who open a lunch wagon to serve some hungry construction workers in downtown LA. Their pitch to the clientele, come and get it. And man, do these boys ever come and get it.
Just go for the specials. They're really hot today.
That's me.
All right. Good.
What's the Santa surprise?
Wouldn't be a surprise if I told you. Now, would it?
The chaos is just immediate. There are 2 separate gangs of completely incompetent jewel thieves that just keep colliding with the wagon at the worst possible moments. A rival operator wants them off the block.
You parked in our spot, doll.
Really? I didn't know this spot belonged to you.
Well, you don't know a lot of things, sweetie. You better move this hunk of shit before I kick your ass.
Don't call me sweetie, bitch.
And Chuck McCann, who plays a foul-mouthed...
What do you think Freddie the Fence will give us?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe $2,000.
It's 1,000 for you, 1,000 for me.
perpetually furious thief called the Turtle, who is just incapable of executing a clean job.
You got it good. Let me see it. Come on, let me see it. It's an hefty. It's an hefty. Hefty.
McCann, he's actually so funny in this role that if the film was just about him at the lunch counter alone, I would still watch like every minute of it.
Be very careful from now on. Okay? Get rid of that.
Pamela Bryant leads with Roseanne Caton as her partner.
Don't do anything crazy. I mean it.
And Candy Moore, she plays a woman bodybuilder despite weighing like 110 pounds. And she has a fetish for nerdy guys that she can take charge of.
That we could have lost our entire business.
Well, you don't seem a bit concerned about our relationship.
Just fuck off, Biff.
And then an unexplained and completely uncredited Missing Persons, the band, shows up and plays multiple songs throughout this film. This, by the way, this was a new wave band that was fronted by a former Playboy bunny. You know, this whole film has like this pure 1981 new wave energy. The girls, they run a food truck, they sell some sandwiches, they take their tops off, and the bad guys lose. This is number 2 because the specials board is full and everything on it delivers.
How much are we talking about?
I'm looking for a good price, yes?
You can have us all for $150.
Up against the wall.
All right, if you've been bad, you're going to love number 1 because it's Vice Academy. You know, the Police Academy ripoff with Linnea Quigley and Ginger Lynn. And if you ever watched USA Up All Night in the early 90s, you already knew this was going to be number 1 from the moment I named the episode. Because if you grew up flipping through cable in the 90s, this movie taught you what exploitation comedy really was. You did not seek it out. It found you.
Baby, it's been a long, hard day, and I'm looking for some relief.
It looks like you came to the right place.
Some things were just meant to be.
Usually at 1 in the morning on a school night in a recliner with the remote on the armrest in case your parents walked in.
Whatever she's charging you, I'll do it for $10 less. Why, now that's hitting below the belt.
Well, how much are you?
Well, I'm usually $40, but I'll make an exception and do it for $30. What do you think of that?
Okay, we're vice cops.
You're under arrest.
Can you believe that Vice Academy actually won USA's Network B-Movie Award for Best Picture? Yeah, they got a trophy for this.
Here, you put it in place while I get to work. Huh?
What are you doing?
You're under arrest, bozo.
It's also the highest rated late night film in the network's history. Linnea Quigley, she's a bumbling vice cop ditty, and she's the whole reason this movie works. She is just a legitimate sex symbol who plays every scene like a Saturday morning cartoon character.
I'm ready for my close-up, Mr. Dimno. Take it from where you left off.
You shouldn't open the door to strangers. I'm gonna have to teach you a lesson.
And that dissonance is the entire joke. There is a scene where she goes undercover in an adult film production and just immediately forgets she's undercover because she's just having the time of her life. There is another where the Vice Academy graduation is staged in a full high school cap and gown with tassels because I guess nobody in the film had ever actually seen an actual police graduation. This movie is cheap, it's dumb, and it's running on fumes, produced by raw Linnea energy. It's number 1 because this is the peak of the cable era. This is exploitation comedy at its most honest. This is what USA Up All Night was built to deliver.
Dwayne! Dwayne!
You know, the working girls of Exploitation Cinema, they never really got enough credit. I mean, they put on their name tags, they put on their uniforms, they took the customer orders, and somewhere in the middle of all that, a couple of these films accidentally made something you actually wanted to watch again and again. And that's the job. Not many could do that. Hey, have you got a favorite working girl film? You should probably let us know in the comments. We'd love to hear about it. And next time on Exploitation Cinema, we're going to go somewhere we haven't been yet, so you had better subscribe so you don't miss it. All right, keep it weird, folks.
I'm not only a doctor, I'm a bone specialist.
Oh. Well. Well, you first.
Oh, no.
When the earthly remains are destroyed by fire, the demon is driven from this world and descends to hell. The possessed person is freed completely and can never be plagued by this or any other demon again.